Children benefit from having many opportunities to develop and practice social and emotional skills in their everyday experiences. Educators can foster children's social and emotional learning in a number of ways. They can intentionally teach children these skills by modelling them or providing particular experiences. Educators will also be looking for spontaneous opportunities that occur in their everyday interactions with children.
Educators play an extremely important role in supporting children's social and emotional development. All day, every day is an opportunity to feed into positive social and emotional skills and promoting their mental health of the children that they're working with. If we think about the components of social and emotional development, so regulation of emotion as the first one, is being open to a child's experience and expression of a variety of emotions. So allowing a child to feel whatever they're feeling and being there with them when they're feeling those emotions and helping them with an emotional language to talk about those emotions and giving them a sense that someone is with me while I'm having this difficult experience, if it's a difficult experience. If the feeling is too much, then language is going to go right out the window. So it's really about helping the child in a higher state of arousal to kind of modulate their emotion and experience by sensory means. So that's actually staying close, thinking about what the child needs in terms of touch or movement until they calm down to a state in which they might be receptive to an adult talking with them about how they think they're feeling and what they can do about it if they need to do anything about it.
Educators are really well placed to help babies and small children develop their social and emotional skills, helping them think about what's happening, helping them with their interactions, helping them with giving them skills and strategies to stop behaviour, to start behaviour. I want to play with so-and-so, well, how might you go about that? So helping them think things like that through. And they can help babies with their social skills as well by placing them in group settings with other babies, because babies are very social creatures and they will interact with one another. So giving them the opportunity to do that and supporting them in that. So watching when they're in the group and they're interacting, so you might have a couple of babies on the floor looking at each other, and an educator will be there to what we call scaffold that, so to just make sure it's safe, to maybe have a bit of a running commentary about what's happening so that the children know that they're thought about and the babies can know that there is someone present, and also the educator can be there to regulate the interaction, so to perhaps stop it when one baby or another baby is getting sick of it and to make comment on that. And they can do that with older children as well. And so paying reasonably close attention to the babies and the small children and how each one is managing the interaction and the stimulation, the emotional stimulation that happens in relationships, and noticing when perhaps things are getting a little bit too much and then intervening to either change the activity or separate them and do something else, or down-regulate instead of up-regulating.
Watching and enabling children to interact with each other and, you know, find a place in their space. And that again for me is about systems. So the way that I look at it sometimes is like lily pads colliding on a pond, you know, and these children are sitting on it, they can't wait to get to the next one and jump on it and have a look at what's going on over there, and sometimes they bump into each other and sometimes they just run smoothly, and they're like, you know, gliding plates. And I watch children in early childhood settings doing that exploring and gliding round, and what enables that is lots of interesting experiences that have been built on things that they show you. And children being able to share and invite and demonstrate empathy. And those children are able to learn from each other and learn with each other and experience significant secondary attachments with other children. The relationships they have with the adults are like the tools, and then they just go out and do all this wonderful stuff. And the relationships they have with each other is where I believe the flourishing and the learning occurs.
People that children have important relationships with model ways of being and ways of relating to other people, ways of dealing with feelings that children learn from. I mean, children want to learn from people that they're attached to, from people that they have strong positive relationships with. So I think there's the deliberate intentional teaching that educators do, but there's also just the fact of the relationship, the way the educator is, the kind of person he or she is, the ways they resolve conflicts, the ways they deal with their own strong feelings. Children absorb those and learn from those and can apply those in their relationships.